So you set off from Amon's operation where he was harvesting this ember shards.
We're going to the Genry Trench where Buble is from.
Woo-hoo, I'm back, baby.
You see in the distance a small boat with seemingly 4 characters on board, one of whom looks a little bit like High Sorcerer Barradoon.
What do you guys think?
A tiny boat with 4 characters.
Oh, and who are they?
Well, one of them looks like High Sorcerer Barradoon.
Are they indeed?
Oh, that would be so crazy if it were.
I could take them.
Do it.
All right, let's do it. You turn to the starboard. You start sailing towards it. Let's go. Let's bring in the. And I've got the other 4 just on standby waiting.
I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry too.
I'm sick of fish.
Wait, is that a boat? Hey! Over here, please! Oh my God, hello!
Sandra.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
exactly. I think it's based on
There's some
Sandra.
other adventurers over
Shut
there.
up, Craig. Don't worry.
Please think that's High Sorcerer Barradoon? Who are all those? Barradoon, please! We're so hungry!
The moustache on you, woman.
I can't hear you.
Turn around.
Finally, after about 3.5 to 4 weeks, you arrive at your destination. You see the Dragon Tooth Cliffs off to the port side. You recognise them. Your hometown, your home fishing village of Bayview is.
We're at Bayview,
Is from near here. And you navigate yourself to above where you know the Genry Trench to be, with great trepidation. You have,
I'm scared.
Are you okay?
you have a boat. What are you going to do? You're going to just leave it here and jump overboard? You're going to drop anchor? You're going to head to the port and from there?
What do you guys want to do?
I trust you, pirate.
Do you know anyone at the port that we could look after our boat for a bit?
Maybe we would tie it up at the port and then
swim from
do
there.
we need any additional things before we go into the ocean? Like supplies or weapons or anything?
Do you have any oxygen tanks for you guys?
Oh, yeah,
How are you guys going to
You're like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Maybe
You guys
we
think about this at all?
Freeze us a path and we'll...
A path down to the trench underwater?
Oh, down to the trench underwater. Yes, that is where trenches are.
Just floating
Yeah,
out
like
here in
make
the
it like a
ocean.
tunnel.
We could go just get some...
Freeze a big
tanks?
straw of ice
Oxygen
all the way
tanks
down to the trench.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I know, powerful enough.
To save spell slots.
Look at your
we
spell
could-
slots, maybe?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. Sorry, I feel like this is all. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, what do we got here?
Let's see. This is all in character.
I feel like, yeah, this is. It's all down to me. I feel like you're
No,
looking at me.
no.
I feel like this is my job.
We could tie up and get some oxygen tanks if you don't want to use your spell slots before you go down into the ocean. If you want to
bad
save
point.
spell slots in case that I don't know that how much stuff we'll have to do down there, but we could go to a merchant, quote unquote.
You could,
Yeah.
or you could hit your war gong, which gives you water breathing as a spell.
For everyone?
Guys, don't even worry about it. I forgot about
Slay
that.
it.
Yeah, guys, I've got a war gong. Did I tell you about it? And turns out, bang bang, water breathing, all done.
You're good with that then?
I don't need to breathe, so don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were easy. Okay, sweet.
War gong?
I do though.
Yeah, we're gonna use the war gong,
Out comes the war gong. Boom. You hit the fire side of it.
and the whole boat floats up.
Well, we're not going to have to deal with that so much longer. But that's still, like, water breathing doesn't change what you're going to do with the boat.
Yeah.
Is the boat just going to stay here?
We could tie up at port so that it doesn't go, something happen to it, and then we could take our rowboat that we have.
Yeah.
You'd be able to find a rowboat in a port.
Should I cast suggestion on someone on the shore and go, I think we should look after this boat and not steal it?
Yeah, protect
great.
it.
Cool. Is that your plan?
Yeah.
We'll try that.
All right.
Good plan.
So you steer towards the port. You are heading back to Bayview. It is the first time you've been back to Bayview since you left.
Yeah, so
How do you feel about
I
this?
put my hood up because no one can know that I'm not dead.
Yeah, because your brother definitely won't recognize you if your hood's up.
No, he won't. He's not going to be there. Is he, Rob?
I have a disguise kit.
After he was
can do your
released
makeup.
from duty by some some mysterious anonymous benefactor that took his place on the pirate ship, after he was released graciously, he went back home to Bayview.
Okay, maybe I borrow Sneaky's disguise self kit
Okay.
and then I put on a disguise.
Do you know why you're disguising?
Okay,
Ara?
hey, Sneaky,
Did
do you mind
explain?
if have you got the disguise kit? Are you going to use that?
What's in it for me?
Here we go.
Come
Just go
on,
through my
Sneaky.
pocket.
I'm kidding.
I go through, have we learned nothing? Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How do you work this thing?
Just without
Do you want me to
need,
do it? 'Cause
without
I'm
without
passionate.
explanation.
Will
You're
you-
just like,
will you-
yeah, wants to disguise itself. You just assume it's.
Questions.
You don't ask- yeah, it's like
If there's one person you can count on not asking questions about why you need to disguise yourself, it's
that
definitely
isn't.
Sneaky.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So you hand over the disguise kit. I'll have a disguise kit proficiency roll. With one of you can roll with advantage because you're both helping. So you've already rolled. So you roll. You can either both roll or one roll with advantage.
Can I use that advantage?
Yeah,
I just got
'cause
a nat
mine's-
Well,
one.
we've got a 4, which is already rolled, so 4 and a net 1.
Yeah.
So we're going to
So-
take that 4 plus your disguise kit
I thought you said
proficiency, which will
advantage.
be one of you could roll with advantage, or both of you could roll, and you both picked up the dice and rolled. So you chose which one you were going to do.
Oh, that
you get to
wasn't
add
clear
your
before we
proficiency
started.
to almost like you didn't let me finish before you picked up the dice and rolled it.
Whoopsies.
Well, it's okay. It's all good. You're still going to add your disguise kit proficiency, which is going to be your proficiency bonus of +3, and then your dexterity,
Okay, so
which is I think a 4.
yeah, so all in all that's
So
7.
7 plus your 4 is 11. 11 is still above average, even from a 4. It's not a great disguise kit. Basically, the DC for anybody to tell that it's a disguise will be an 11.
Well, let's hope August has no perception skills.
Most people in my games, because I use passive perception as 5 plus their perception modifier, unless they're like actively looking for things, in which case it's 11
I
plus
mean,
their perception
He
modifier.
probably wouldn't assume that she's alive, so you know.
He's also not just going to be waiting at the ocean, being like, "Here comes my dead sister." Like, he thinks you're dead, so he doesn't know that you're coming in. So you head into port. You start to see
What disguise does Sneaky do on me? Because she did it.
Oh, do I still
just that same
Calvet's
mustache. Just the same mustache. I was going to say the one that you put on Bug, but yeah, you take a dead guy's torn off lip, which
Yuck.
about a month later now is
rotting.
not been tanned or looked after at all. So it's just a rotting, fleshed up, curled up piece of jerky essentially with hair on it.
Yeah, I love it.
You're gonna
it.
unroll that, try and stretch it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Take some salt water, try and squeeze
I'll
it.
clean it up a bit.
No, I'm
Clean
no,
it up a
I'm
bit.
like
Hair's
a
just
guy.
coming out, falling out, because why would the follicles just be keeping the hair in after death?
I'm
and I'm
undead,
gonna
it's
put it on
fine.
your eyebrows to give you a
Oh,
monobrow.
slay.
Got a monobrow with a dead guy's mustache.
Gorgeous.
Well, I was thinking it's
You
like
don't look
under
very,
your nose,
yeah,
you
you,
have to
you don't look
smell
very
it.
pleasant, which means that people will be just like not
Hesitant
giving
to
you.
look at me.
Yeah, they're like, ugh, they're not going
Hey,
to look at you too
monobrows
much.
are a slay.
Yeah.
They're
It's
really
just
not.
not dead guys. Monobrows are a slay. I think monobrows look great on the right person, but not this one because it's a dead man's moustache.
This is not good, Sneaky.
Why?
Why I know everyone in there?
Oh,
How am I supposed to go into Bayview when I know everyone in Bayview?
do you need a disguise, maybe?
I mean, that would be great if we had one. A really
Well,
good one.
I have this mustache that I found.
Oh, that looks like the moustache of the dead guy.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's on my face now?
Yeah,
That's,
perfect.
it's in my mouth a little bit. That's right in there and I can smell them. Oh,
No,
it's on the ground. Oh no, we can't use it anymore.
5
We
second
can't-
rule, 5 second rule.
Yeah, that applies to moustaches that
Yeah.
of dead men. Yeah,
You look great.
I
Go
feel
get him.
Quite good about this.
Go get him,
Hey
Tiny.
guys.
You arrive in port in Bayview. The rest of you arrive here for the first time. It is a very small fishing town. They don't have much in the way of like a dockmaster to come out and greet you. You do see one guy coming out of a chalet right towards the end of the pier, just sort of walking along. It's been a while since he's seen somebody returning on a ship, especially a ship that didn't leave to go fishing and come back. So he's like, does a quick head count of all of the ships that he's got, and he's like, well, this was a new one. He's looking out to see if you're flying any pirate insignia or anything. Doesn't ring the warning bells, doesn't seem to mind that you're coming in. But you look around the rest of the town and you can see that it is showing signs that it has been rebuilt over the years a couple of times. Like the architecture's changed quite a bit.
Oh, man, they have
because
a Target now. Crazy.
it seems like they this relatively undefended town on the coast on the way north is a pretty easy target for certain raiders and things over the years.
Welcome to Bayview, everybody.
You arrive at port, and the dockmaster steps forwards. He's an elderly gentleman, a human man. And he says, "Can I help you with anything? Where do you come from?" He's shouting onto the ship. "Where do you come from? Where are you hailing from? You're staying in here long? You're lost? You're in need of supplies? What's going on?"
What's the story?
We're from Evelyn, and we're hoping to leave our.
You've come a long way from Evelyn.
We have, and we're hoping to leave our boat here.
We are a band.
The Undead Dinosaurs.
It's a disturbing name for a band, but I love it. What sort of music do you do?
Death rock?
Death rock.
Yeah.
What's the genre?
Oh, wow.
Punk rock?
We kind of adapt to our environment, so we could do a sea shanty just for you, love.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
ready?
Maybe once you're docked, shall we? That's your sea shanty. Maybe once we've sorted out business, eh? Are you disembarking then? You wanting to dock the
Supplies.
ship here?
Yes.
Resupply?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Maybe
throw me
some
down your mooring rope.
Vegetables. Here you go, any
meat.
vegetables?
We do
Oranges?
have vegetables. Yes.
Right.
Throw down your mooring rope, and we'll get you tied up then. And you throw down the rope. He starts to tie you up. You get your boat secured, and you disembark onto the pier. He starts to walk and talk as he heads you back towards to his shack. Essentially, he says, "I'll let you just set up some paperwork as to the name of your boat and where you're going, the destination, the
Inter-Islander.
This entire table session brought to you by a non-sponsorship for Inter-Islander.
Berries.
He says, "I'll need you to fill out paperwork, how long you're going to be here, and I'll need a down payment on
Down payment?
What? What did you say?
Let me just check my
no.
Sorry, I just gotta log into my app.
Maybe we should call our boat Intercontinental, because we're in a different continent.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
The Intercontinental breakfast. The Intercontinental. Oh, interesting name. I don't see it written on the ship. You should really get Oh, you haven't done a naming ceremony yet?
No,
It's
not
bad
yet.
luck to be out in the sea without a name on the vessel.
That's why I wasn't very good out there. That explains it.
You also could do with a figurehead. Figurehead's good luck to a vessel.
Thank you, wise shipman.
He takes you into the chalet then, starts filling out some paperwork, asking you your crew.
Is this just Willie?
Crew name. Is it what?
Is this just Willie?
Willie.
Is it Willie from Stardew Valley?
Oh,
That's bloody Willie, isn't it?
Willie, isn't it?
Willie.
Takes us into his shack. It's giving
hadn't
Willie.
thought about that, but sure, yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? His name, I'm Willie. Moved here from Small Valley, just down the way. Sundrop Valley. He gets your names down if you're giving real names or otherwise. He doesn't check, and you're decent enough at deception to give him a fake name if you
I'm
so
going to give
choose.
him the name Sneaky Mirage.
Nice.
Sneaky Mirage, interesting name.
Excellent, we're almost there. Just need the crew from your ship.
Yes, the crew from my ship. We have that's Horatio,
Right, yeah.
the big one,
Yeah.
and that's Buble.
Buble, like Michael.
Michael Buble, yes, like anyway. And then we have Sneaky, the small one.
Sneaky,
And
interesting name.
I'm Schmarrow.
Sorry, your hand was in front of your mouth, what did you say?
I'm Schmarrow.
Schmarrow, right?
S-H.
Like, is it spelled like if somebody was trying to avoid saying arrow and they said Schmarrow, is it spelled like that?
There's a umlaut.
Oh, there's an umlaut over
Yeah.
there. Okay,
Over the.
just like this?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Really?
Wonderful. No other questions?
No questions.
No. Oh, I do have one question. Sorry. Your mustache is glorious. I've been growing my beard out a little bit. I was just wondering, how do you use any sort of conditioning or?
Oh, well, this is a real mustache, and I put a lot of effort into it.
Takes names down and he says, so mooring prices, if you're wanting nothing else, is just a gold piece a day. Of course, we've got a rate for resupplying as well. So how many days do you think you'll be on shore?
Oh, how long is it going to take us to do our thing?
I mean, what happens? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
What happens if we don't come back? within the
come back at
allotted
all.
time? Do we just pay when we get back based on how long we were away?
Yeah, so we take I mean, if you don't come back, we for a significant length of time, then we can take the payment from actually renting out your ship. We would take temporary ownership of the vessel while it is not being paid for.
And what's that window time frame?
I mean, I give people a grace period. Technically, as per the contract, and he points it out, any day that you have not paid for mooring becomes temporary ownership of me for the day. So I can use it as I see fit, but I generally allow people a good few days, a week or so. It depends how busy things are.
Suggestion only works for 8 hours, eh? Yeah.
I can see this beautiful town
However,
has...
you have ember shards. And ember shards can be used to do things like extend the range, extend the duration. So you could cast suggestions through an ember shard.
If he rents our ship out for a couple days?
Yeah, I've got a big goal. We can just chuck him.
What were you going to say, Ree?
No, we can do that. We can do... I have actually forgotten.
Horatio starts up. Excuse me, Willie, I have something important to ask.
I noticed about your beautiful
I thought perhaps we could do like a skills exchange, you know.
Cool.
Willie looks after our boat, and once we have finished in the trench doing what we need to do, I mean, we are great adventurers. Maybe we could protect the town for a little bit. I don't know if you have, I see you've been attacked a few times, I can see.
Yes, we've had a problem with all sorts of things. There's word that undead's a problem at the moment.
Oh no, haven't heard about that
Undead's
at all.
a problem.
Whoa,
Yeah, apparently there's an army of undead working its way through the land. It's
No way.
That's
made
why
its
we're
way
called
past Honeywood now, and it's on our way.
outposts.
It's on its way to the coast.
We're trying
wow.
to live
That's
off
crazy,
the
really.
promotion.
Yeah.
Willie, what would you say if we could, in exchange for us leaving our ship here and you taking care of it, we get rid of all of the undead?
It would be fantastic, of course.
Yeah.
Well then, you got yourself a deal.
Got a deal. Adventurers to save the day. Wonderful. And how long do you think you'll be gone?
Hard to
Roll, how long
say.
is always on?
You gotta make a decision based on what you know.
Should we go 7 days? Is a week enough? Do you think?
Yeah, a
For
week.
now?
Yeah.
All right, very well. So
I
you
want to
wish
take
to
a tour around
Can we
Buglay's
get our money
hometown
back if we come
too.
back early?
Yes, I allow a return on your any days unspent.
We come to you from the back of an elephant because this is green screen to tell you about
VivaPlus.tv.
Do you hate being interrupted by people on an elephant?
Yeah, sorry about this, but if you don't like being interrupted, well, sign up to VivaPlus.tv because there's no ads, no interruptions, and just fire content, really.
Fire content, no elephant.
Yeah, VivaPlus.tv.
.tv.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay for a week?
Yeah,
Mark off 7 gold.
All right, paying for a week.
All right.
All right, so you mark off 7 gold. You bid adieu to Willie and head back out to the. And he said he's going to take care of the resupply of your ship while you're gone as well. He'll
Can
put
I
some
give Willie an
vegetables.
octopus before we leave? Because I'm pretty sure that's one of his loved gifts.
He takes it. He goes, "Oh, a gift! You remembered my birthday."
Yeah, Willie,
And
we
his
knew it
heart
was a
meter
birthday.
goes up 3.5 hearts because you gave him a loved gift on his birthday. I love that game.
Yeah.
Can we just play Stardew Valley?
Yes.
I've got it on my laptop. Shall we just play some Stardew for the rest of the game?
Keen.
Have you ever played Stardew?
No.
No, I could
Sounds
tell from
fun.
everybody else going, I love that! And you're like, oh no.
I'd still
It's a
have
farming simulator.
music.
It's very good.
Sorry, is this new?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you just noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Huh?
It's so much better.
Yes, it is. This episode also brought to you by Stardew Valley and the Interalander Express. Weird sponsorship collab. What's your intent? Just go to the end of the pier, water breather, jump off? Like, what's the...
Yeah, I guess
what is
so.
the intent?
Let's get down to
We
business.
should, I mean, my hit points are still not great. Do we need to can we take a rest
Oh,
and a
yeah,
eating?
you've been on the boat for 4.5 weeks. You've
cool.
definitely long rested.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me just...
She's been staying up all night for 4.5 weeks. That's so exhausted.
It's the campfire.
Okay.
It's the cog? No, it's not the
little
cog.
Up to
Campfire.
top right, I think. Yeah, campfire symbol. Just hit long rest. You don't need to go through healings and stuff. You just hit long rest.
CAMPFIRE. Camp Standard Indie Song.
Thanks, mate.
Can we eat some vegetables? Get ourselves ready.
You do all of that.
Okay.
Go to the jump
I just feel
What
like
are you doing?
everything's a potential trap, and
No,
we'll
I
go.
get you. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that is fair. You've moored up the
This has
the
all been
boat here.
so like cruising.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the
I know, Willie's so
Nothing's
nice. I
happened
feel
yet.
like something bad is about to happen.
A lot of stuff's happened. We
You-
spent 4 weeks in the open ocean. Rob.
I'm gearing you up for what was actually planned for the day. Of like you getting to Fag Henry Trench and dealing with stuff there.
Great.
We're not gonna turn this into an actual Stardew Valley simulator where you cook and farm and eat vegetables. You long rest. You eat what you need. You fight off scurvy. And then that's the plan.
Okay. Okay, team, I can get you guys to breathe underwater, but it only works for 24 hours.
It works
So
for
I'll
24
have to
hours on up to
recast.
10 creatures, and you can cast it every 24 hours.
Sweet, so I'll just have to recast it, so remind me because I'll forget that it might be running out. I don't want you to die on me, okay?
Okay.
Now, I will say I'm quite anxious about this.
That's okay.
I have escaped this place for a reason. I don't really want to go back down.
Do you need this mustache?
That might be helpful.
You take it off just like out on the pier in front of Willie, and he's like, I'm not going to ask questions.
Now, if I disappear into my bottle, don't think anything of it. I'm just hiding for a bit because I may have seen something. So just forewarning, might happen once or twice.
We'll pick you up and carry you with us.
Thank you. But yeah, should we just go down? Should we just start this job and just get it over with?
Let's go.
So you head to the edge of the pier. You knock the war gong as before. The gong moves but leaves behind it like the dewdrops that was in the shape of the water symbol on it, which kind of expands into its watery form, takes into your form. You see their form turn from elemental to almost entirely pure water as they are given access to a whole bunch more water spells, one of which is water breathing. You then use one of your warlock spell slots to cast water breathing on up to 10 creatures, and then you all feel gills start to open up in the sides of your neck. You are amphibious now, meaning you can still breathe air, but you can also breathe water. And then one by one, dive off the pier into the ocean. Fantastic. Good job. As soon as you hit the water, you'll start to feel the water entering into your lungs through the gills of your neck. That's exactly how fish anatomy works. Don't come at me. They all have lungs, and the water goes through the gills, I'm pretty sure. Then let's see, where did I write it? People who have water breathing can fill their lungs with water and breathe normally, and thus not breathe compressed air, so you will not have to suffer the decompression sickness like the bends and stuff, which comes from breathing too much compressed nitrogen. So you don't have to worry about surfacing too quickly or anything like that. However, speech with water in your lungs and passing over your vocal cords becomes difficult and different. Your speech now sounds muffled and unclear, especially from far away. Any spells that you try to cast while underwater with water breathing, if it has a verbal component, there's a 10% chance of it going awry and casting a similar but different spell.
Okay.
So if your spells have verbal components, there's a potential for it going awry unless you're in an underwater bubble or something.
It's good to be home. Wow, it's so beautiful. I can't believe we're swimming in the water. I can't believe
Talk underwater, guys.
What did you say? What? Is someone saying something? I can't. What did you say? We can hear each other. We can talk. I can't hear what you guys are saying. Can you? What are you saying?
No, I don't have any gum.
You're all in love with me? What? Everybody? Are you guys all?
I love you.
You all want to have an underwater orgy with the most beautiful minotaur you ever seen in your life?
Orgy with bone collar.
Yeah.
God,
Whoa.
this is all pretty southern. If everybody else would me in the ocean, I say no. I'm a gentleman. Can't say no. I'm just laughing because I'm having so much fun down here.
And then you want to do what?
Ah, yes.
In my asshole.
As you descend deeper into the sea, descending deeper is to descend deeper into darkness as well. It doesn't take long before the light does not reach through the upper parts of the water too much longer. By the time you reach the trench floor, it will be considered very dark light. Not pitch dark, but it is dark. So anyone who has dark vision, which is arrow, and I added dark vision to your character sheet last night when I realized that water elementals don't have it, which made no sense for me because you're from the sea, where it is dark. So I give you dark vision. It made sense to me. You two do not have dark vision, however, as minotaurs and fairies. So you're pretty much blinded until you do something to light your way, or hold these guys' hand, or whatever you want to do. How do you want to deal with it?
Have we got any lanterns?
You can hold my hand.
Anything? I have a torch. It's my torch, right?
You just light a torch. It goes out immediately.
Hold on to my hair.
give me more sort of like. Okay. Just hold on to my hair.
Dragging her.
Can you go to your small form, please?
She deliberately went larger.
I try to get bigger.
That does remind me though, without a swim speed, each of you will move at half speed. You have a swim speed as a water elemental.
Can you guys hurry up, man? Can we get this over with?
You're the only one who can see, you're the only one who can swim.
What's wrong with you guys?
The rest of you do not have swim speeds, so you'll be moving at half speed. Arrow, you are carrying 25 kilograms of equipment as per your character
You
sheet.
know what I could have also done? As a bad reputation pirate, if I'm at a settlement, I get away with minor criminal offences.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
So we could just not pay Willie. We could have just.
But you
not
didn't. You weren't leaning into your reputation as a pirate. You
That's
were
true.
trying to specifically disguise who you are.
That's true.
So if you hadn't disguised who you were, you
Also,
might
I'd
have
feel
known
bad.
you as a reputation and been like, "Oh God, aren't you with
I would have
Mad
also
Dog
felt
Cyrus's
bad
crew?"
robbing him.
Yeah, Willie
That
was
is true.
nice.
Arrow, you're currently, I checked last night, carrying 25 kilograms of equipment. Buble, you're carrying about 20. Horatio, you're carrying about 30 kilograms of equipment.
Oh, God.
And Sneaky, you're only carrying about 5 kilograms. So Sneaky's fine to not sink down to the depths of the ocean, but the rest of you, as soon as you dived in, started feeling like, "Ooh, this is easy to get to the ocean floor, which is great. But once you try to resurface, you might going to have to deal with that. But for now, you're just holding on. You're swimming away. You're holding somebody, or you're just going blindly?
Yes.
Holding hand, going down to the ocean floor. All right. Doesn't take you long then to get to the ocean floor and then basically walk/swim from here out off of the shore to where the trench begins. You sink to the bottom of the bed, and peering out over the edge into the deep trench below, you see a long since dead whale skeleton.
Oh.
No.
Are you okay?
You know, panic attack. Oh my gosh.
It has been more decomposed even further than when you knew it, but you knew it intimately. You knew it for a good 20 years of its decomposition process.
What is that? What is that?
That is where I was left as a baby. And that's where I used to do my performances.
Oh my God,
And that's where people used to watch me.
Oh,
And that's where I left.
gosh.
That's what I escaped from.
In the whale.
Yeah, in the carcass.
This
That was
is-
my stage.
What a terrible place to grow up. It's truly grim.
Is it? Thanks.
Thanks.
Just be like, this is my childhood home. And they're like, it's awful.
That's all I know.
Oh God.
Oh, it's nice.
It's so nice. I love
love what you've done with
rotting
the
walls and
bones.
How did you get the rod to
dead-
do that?
Sneaky takes your hand and they're like, yeah, I love that you two are just being like, you can't see shit. You're just like, oh, yeah.
Let me explain it to you. It's a big dead whale and it's rotting.
Let me explain it to you. It's down the far end of the ravine, and there are a few scorch marks that the two of you can see across its bones and corpse as well.
Ooh.
It is attracting decomposers, mussels, clams, limpets, and sea snails. Because Robert definitely didn't go down a big old rabbit hole of Wikipedia looking up things called whale fall, which is apparently like whole ecosystems when a dead whale dies and sinks to the bottom of the ocean. It creates this huge thing. I looked at the different decomposition processes of it. There's like 4 stages to it. It's currently in stage 3 if you're interested. It's in the
what does that
skeleton
entail?
stage. It's when the soft flesh is all gone, and basically it's mussels, clams, limpets, and snails that start to. There's a bacteria that can turn the interior of the bones into nitric oxide or something. Basically, they eat the bones.
Excuse me, what are you doing in my home? There's a whole lot of creatures on my home. What are you doing down there?
You can see, Buble, as you're shouting this, you can see that they seem, since you moved out, and they've turned it from a theatre place to more of a farm. As you watch, a couple of water genasi folks swim up and they start to pluck out some of the kaimoana off of the bones, and they're putting them in bags and starting to swim away as they hear your voice. As you shout this in your native tongue of Aquan, Aquan is a language that specifically is designed to not be muffled in that same way. Your voice carries a little further, and they turn and double take and they look back up. And I'm going to see if they see you. I'll have a stealth check, please. Oh, nat 1, so they're probably not going to see you unless you also get a nat 1.
That was a 6.
A 6, good.
Yeah.
You manage to, you shout this, "Hey, get out of my home!" And then you see them kind of double take and look up your way, and you duck back away. They didn't see you, but they did know somebody's there, so they start heading back towards the village.
That was probably the worst thing I could have done, was give away our cover.
Just immediately tell these guys, look, I did get chased out of home for being a freak.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to be careful when we arrive. As soon as you arrive, hey!
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you do?
What do we do? What
Okay.
should we do? Your lead, I guess.
Well, I don't know where in relation my old home is in relation to my grandma, who I've never met.
You've when you grew up here, there was talk of someone like a guardian that watched over this particular village, but you never really heard about her.
Yeah.
You never really met her or anything.
Did you
I
want
have
to
no
go
idea.
into your old house, or are you avoiding it? Your prerogative. No pressure.
I feel like we might need to talk to someone, but I don't want to talk to anyone. So, I wonder if I disguise myself into something else.
It's a mustache?
Yeah, please. I need more than that.
Let's have a look. Let's see how this mustache is holding up.
Yeah.
This mustache is basically now just a floppy piece of skin because most of the hair has kind of just come off in the water.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you're hiding away from me.
It's so disgusting.
Okay, what do we do? What is our goal here? We're trying to find my grandmother. And we're trying to find the dead mist. What's it called? Thank you.
In the caverns, right? Or in the vents near
and the vents
trench.
around the trench.
So I guess
Should we look for the vents?
maybe because it said around the trench. So
Yeah,
we're at the trench.
I'd rather look around the trench first before I have to actually go into the trench.
We can look around and keep an eye out for Barbara on the way.
Okay.
Should we start to look for the?
So you're going to start looking for vents?
Yeah, we're going to look for little vents.
So you are looking for the vent as you are from here.
Yeah.
You have a better chance of knowing where to look. You've heard of vents that are deep from within the walls of the Fagenry Trench, but you've also been told that there are monsters that also lurk in those areas because they're nice and warm, and there's lots of abundance of biodiversity life in there. For the monsters to survive on. So there's dangers. If you wanted to check there, you could. You know of a cave entrance to that sort of a location nearby.
Yeah, I know of a location nearby that I used to sort of swim past when I was younger, and I was always very curious of it, but the townsfolk always said, stay away from there. But I feel like there's no other leads for us right now, and perhaps because there's 4 of us, we could just try and go there and see what we find.
Okay.
I would follow you anywhere.
Yeah.
I have complete faith in you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's quite weird being now sort of like the leader of this group after kind of just following you all for the last few months. But
It suits you.
It does. Looks good on you.
I feel like an imposter.
I would like to remind you that Horatio would have to follow you anywhere because Horatio is currently blind.
Yeah.
Just want to remind you.
you two
cannot
actually
see unless you
useless.
do something about that.
Yeah,
so
I
you
was gonna
can
say, like,
tie a rope together and follow that way, or you can try and find some way of underwater seeing.
Are there any glowing underwater algae nearby?
You could basically do some foraging for some bioluminescent stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody make me a survival check to look for bioluminescence.
Oh, sorry, that's 9 plus survival,
dirty
which
20.
is good.
Nice. 17.
No, I always have to do this
Get
math.
advantage.
15.
Oh, okay. 11 plus 2, 13.
13. All right, all above average, all in the teens or above. Which means that, yes, it won't take you too long. It'll take you a couple of hours at most to scrape various bioluminescent creatures off the wall, kind of like you do with glowflies. If you can get sugar water in a jar and put some holes in the top of it, and you can have like a little makeshift natural lantern, get some glowflies in a jar. You're doing the same, but with like glowing fish and stuff, trying to get them in. You make like a little terrarium's not the right word because that's for reptiles. So an aquarium. You make like a tiny little handheld aquarium with like some gravel in the bottom, some fungus and stuff, and bioluminescent algae, and then you encourage swim after them, encourage some fish to enter. You've got a little thing. It's not going to be much, but it's going to prevent you from having the blinded conditions at the very least.
Thank goodness.
So you've got one of those each, and then you head off towards the vents. I will say as well, because it took you a couple hours to do that, as well as the time to get to shore, dock your ship. Sorry, that doesn't count because it's only once you left the docking. The time getting from the pier down to the ocean, you might have to keep a track of that 24 hours situation. Nowhere near that right now. It's still the same day. but I think it would have been late afternoon, early evening when you cast the spell, and so you're getting towards the end of the day, and it's going to be hard to keep track of that time now that you're so far under the ocean. Daylight is going to be hard to keep track of when days are. So you'll have to go on when you're tired, essentially.
Yeah.
So you make your way along. You'll see that there's in the rock face there's some steps that have been carved out up to the cave entrance here into the wall front. Thank you again to Cutting Words YouTube channel for lending me the stuff for today.
Nice.
Very nice.
Woo.
Where are you heading? Who's heading in first? Buble, you taking the lead?
Yeah, I suppose I should take the lead since I'm more proficient in this area.
Guys, something's coming out of the cave.
You see a gigantic turtle with large snapping teeth coming towards the
Snapping
mouth
because
of the
they're so sassy, not because they're mean.
They're just snapping like this. There's always a larger fish.
Oh my god.
This is my home too, mate.
Baby shark. Sorry.
Why did you have
No,
to?
bro.
Do not.
I know.
Three notes and it's gone.
Let's go, you and me, fighting the shark.
Yeah, me and you.
Hey everybody, you enjoying this campaign? If you are, you can show it by buying some merchandise on vldl.shop. This is the Tales of the Misfits black shirt. There's also one in purple, which is sick, if you like purple. This one is, I think, my favorite, but I could be convinced to buy both. Could you?
Yes.